So 2.6.11c, we're going through and we told us to put half of our money in Fund A and half in Fund B. So that would be, they said $1,000 total. So 500 in A, 500 in B. So we can find the expected value and standard deviation for each of these based on putting 500 in. Because it said X is just the amount that I put in it. So the expected value of A in this case is going to be 0.1 times 500, which is 50. And the standard deviation of A is 0.02 times 500, which is 10. And then the variance of A, if I square that, 10 squared equals 100. Okay, so that's just plugging the 500 in for X, just like you did in parts A and B. So hopefully that part wasn't too weird. The expected value for B, we're going to do the exact same thing. So 0.1 times X again, that's going to be 50 again. The standard deviation of B is 0.03 times 500, which is 15. And so my variance for B is 15 squared, which is 225. Now, at this point, it's just going to become like all the other problems we were doing, because it wants to know what would be the total if we add A and B together. So now kind of forget all of this more complicated setup, because they did that differently than the rest of the problems, and just focus on these are our means and variances we have, and it wants to know what happens if we add them together, because we want the total, so that means add them together. So now we have a new random variable of A plus B, and we want to know things like what's the expected value of that. Well, if you want to find the expected value of two random variables, you just add their individual expected values. So expected value of A plus expected value of B would be 50 plus 50, which equals $100. Now, for variance and standard deviation, you always have to do variance first, because our formulas only work for variance. So for variance, if you want to add two random variables, you just add their individual variances. So the variance of A plus the variance of B. So the variance of A we found was 100. And the variance of B is 225, so total that makes 325. Now you can find the standard deviation of the total, which would just be the square root of your variance. So square root of 325 gives me $18.03. So that's your standard deviation.